Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you, and we're back for some more Factorio, and today we're going to fix some things. This train is the only one that's going to be okay to keep going. We'll let that one finish. I don't know if it's going to actually finish its run. That one can be shut off. That one's in manual, that one's in manual. There should be an iron ore train. That one can go to manual. Whoosh as the train goes by. This boy over here is damaged from our last run in. Yeah, he's full up. Doesn't take much because he's not running. He's running back and forth a lot, but he's not actually running particularly efficiently. His instructions might be slightly off, but Alright, well, we know that works, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop him, because that it sort of works. Let him unload. Go to manual. Alright, your drop off is 90 seconds or empty. We're going to remove the 90 seconds. We'll tell you to go until your inventory is empty. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of these, because I've been doing these wrong in my copious quantities of lack of knowledge about things. There is no more signals to the left of that, so we're going to actually hustle along. You know what? I'm going to grab the train. You don't want to see me walk, right? We're going to run along the tracks, and we're going to fix some of these problems. We have, I've been doing signaling wrong, and this is the evolution of trains in Drake World, where Drake doesn't have a clue what he's doing. So we'll get this guy down on his iron or in his stone line, holding right here. And there we go. That should suffice. You're going to be offline as well. We're going to remove these and go with the rule on Talon's video. If I'll try to remember to link it. If I forget, let me know it, and I will link it in the comments. Talon did a great tutorial on this. If you guys have not seen it or you have any questions about the basics of it's one of the best, cleanest tutorials I've heard on a lot of things, let alone just on trains, which always confuses the daylights out of me. So this whole dealio is going to change. This, I think of this as the evolution of bad trains. This is the evolution of trains before we came up with the idea of a chain signal. Well, we'll call it that. So you know what? Before I finish this, I need to build more signals. So let's go down. We have, I think we have, what do they need? Signals need iron, chain signals rather need 5 plates and a green, 5 plates and a green. Good. And what about a station? Steel 5 plates and okay. So they can go right here if we just bring the green up. I think that'll work. We can go like this and give them an output chest, say there. And green circuits, if we bring green circuits up to here, that would work. We have them here, so let's do that. Nope, that's not going to work. That's going to work. We do this. There we go. Is my volume off? It seems a little low. Maybe it's just my headphones. That's a little better. You're going to be signals, you're going to be chain signals, and you know what? I want separate outputs. Each of you give me 1 stack, please. That's all I want. And I guess you need your iron. Is it 5 iron plates? 5 iron plates, so we'll do that. And that. And then I can power it all right there. Plates and signals, and there you go. The other thing is a station. I should probably make. Do I have any stations? I don't know if I had any. Where are they? No, I don't have any stations on me. I think I might have had some in like the train thing before, but you guys can do this, and you can do this, because I don't need that to be blocked. And that'll give me the room to grab iron from there. You know what? There. Right there. And you need gears and you need steel. Where's the steel? We have steel down there? No, we don't. Thought I had steel nearby. Right there. You know what? I don't know that we need to We'll just throw a chest of steel. How about that? I think it's a little redundant to do, or a little overkill to do. To do a stations that voluminous, so to speak. And there, you know what? That should be a steel chest. I don't need this iron chest, so we can just sit there randomly. And we'll grab you some green circuits from this side, and now we've got stations. And the output is going to be, again, 1 stack of stations max. There we go. We got 50 and 50. Now we are prepped and ready to go. So, you know what? Those can go in there. I only need 1 stack. It'd be ridiculous to have extras. And we'll grab a couple stations. 5 is probably more than enough. So, the deal. Today, obviously, as you can tell, we are doing stationy stuff. Fixing the train catastrophe. We have a horrible, horrible mess. We're going to remove that. Horrible mess of trains going on. So what I want to do is, let's clear out some of these trees. I was thinking of putting a roundabout in here, but it's probably overkill to do so. But I want this to be a main line. Or, yeah, this can be at least one of the main lines. But for now, we're going to do this. We're going to make a train that's going to... Oh, hi. Thanks. Apparently that tree survived the Holocaust of tree killing mess. Alright, now that's that. So, each of these are going to... We're going to need to remove this and clean this space up a little. Because we're going to have trains coming in here. Alright, and... Is that enough? Probably. I mean, these guys, I don't think these guys get much action at all anymore. They've only had a dozen kills or less each, so that's probably good right there. And we'll go ahead and do this, just to make sure that if anybody does get by and gets their attention, that they don't get to wrap around and kill them quick. Okay, so this is our petroleum station. These are really tight stations for my skill level. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these signals and we'll clean up the tracks, and then we'll go and properly signal everything in. And hopefully this will be able to be done in one single episode. Don't count on it because this is Drake we're talking about. But I need stations that... I mean, this route doesn't have to go both ways, but maybe it will. Just for consistency. And this is what? That was a connection to, I'm not sure what. We got the iron coming up and going that way. So he's going to have to we're going to get all this out of here. And I wish there was a quicker way to clean these, but without bots there really isn't. Good. And we can have him come off somewhere, you know, further down the line. He can exit the station. This line can go away. It's not essential. That will be the main up there. And we'll clean you straight down here. There we go. And you are going to come up top, and you're going to connect to the line, to the network here. No, too close. There to there. Good. And you know what? This can also go up to here, because who knows what we'll do with them later. We may have a train that comes down and picks up fuel, liquids, and goes somewhere else with them. And I like that these are now a little longer, so I could expand the iron, for instance. I could add another fuel type in there. I'm thinking that might be a good idea to leave the room. Alright, lots of cleanup. Jeepers, lots of cleanup. Nice. Got that without wrecking the main line. Now this whole line across here is going to be, well, I guess we got to take it all out, right? It's quite a lot of it, and pulling these out is not particularly fast. We don't have bots yet, but this will actually get the train situation sorted out so that, you know what, you have no science going. Bullet shooting speed, sure. Spray more bullets at them. That's a beautiful solution to any problem. Okay, that will sort later. This also needs to go away, because this is silly. Well, it almost did the job. It's sort of like what I want it to do, but not really. Each of the main lines are going to have, or each of the spots in the main line that connect are going to have the sort of connection that the other one does. Now this is still going to be not going to the big double track sort of high-tech modernish concept, although reality from where I live in Canada, maybe this is a thing in Europe, maybe it's a thing in busy spots in the States, but there isn't double tracks where one train is going one way and another train's going another. Very pseudo non-realistic, at least in my experience. I happen to be in a country that has a massive, and I mean absolutely massive, rail system. We cover probably one of the largest single rail stretches of rail in the world in Canada, and you don't see train tracks that are, that's the max, huh? I gotta get one less. You don't see train tracks that are, you know, paralleling each other as these sort of I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Paralleling each other as these sort of weird, wacky, and wonderful messes. I need a track that's going to come right smack back down this way. That's fine. I can alter this, curve this train, I suppose, if I need to. I think. Maybe I can't. Can I not do that? Is he gonna have to be like real strange to connect? Yeah, that's not gonna work at all. Alright, then that'll do. Yeah, but in Canada the trains are huge. Like 150 some cars long, right? So you don't get these, you don't get one way and then the other nonsense at all in this big giant country of ours. You do get a lot of sidings though. So we'll use sidings to we'll use sidings to make these things happen. Now that's that's shotgun shooting speed. Where's the bullets? Do I have bullets? Bullet shooting speed. That's the last one we can do for the speed. That's fine. Okay. Now these will run there and there. Then we'll have a train that'll run. Where is he going? What are you? You're the iron track. Okay, so we're gonna relocate you slightly. So my idea here is that these trains are. My thought is that these trains are kind of the evolution of the next. From the one track per train scenario to kind of the next generation where they start, the communities start getting a little more bulky and they demand some sort of crossover, and eventually this sort of central line starts to evolve out of the tracks that have been there, and they start to commercially sort of amalgamate into sharing systems where they actually cooperate with their track use to you know what, that's fine, that can keep going to the end of the track, because they always have those sort of random end of the train track things at the end of lines. I like it. This is our building train, and eventually going to be where our circuit train is done. And that's that. Okay, good. There'll be some sort of logistics train later running through this. Now I don't need the base to be hyper efficient, and I know some of you are cringing saying this could not possibly be efficient. It doesn't have to be hyper efficient, but it does have to be functional, and it hasn't been functional since I started messing with that stone, and that was when the first time that we had one train crossing the line of another, and then their signaling problems, and then we had that horrific train crash that just killed 50 trains because there's no other people but me here. But yeah, so that wasn't good. So we're gonna sort that out right away. This will kind of solve the problem for us. That should go to there. Good. And then I can make these connect, and things should be operational. There we go. Alright, and one more little piece there. Nope. There we go. Okay, so these tracks have apparently a very simple rule to follow to take care of them. And I will You know what? I think we will have to move that power pole. There, and we'll move them across the line to... Oh, apparently not. Move across the line to there. And that. And this, excuse me one moment, I just gotta pause things. Alright, I'm back. The missus is making me some lunch. She's amazing. So, the signaling. Here's what we got. We got 1, 2, 3. Well, let's pull the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am one missing. Let's fix that up. The far right doesn't have its proper connections. We should do that. Perch. You know, that's a bad spot to park, Drake. Very bad spot. It's not park. It's not parked there. It's silly. We need this fellow up here to be fixed up a little bit because this doesn't follow the pattern. I just was looking at that right now as we drove up. Let's do that differently. All right, now Q. This will do from say here. So you're gonna go like this. And you're gonna come straight up like the rest of your fellow friends, and you're gonna come straight down and back into there. Okay, good. Now this baby also does not follow the proper rules, and this is early ages of these new systems, and they haven't really gotten to the evolution of understanding too many in-depth ways to do this. So the rails will evolve in time, but for now the city has brought in a genius of track design. At least he's a genius for 1803, and he has decided that the rule, very Ford-like, is going to be you can have it in any color as long as it's black, and all track crossings are going to be the same because that's the level of skill Drake has, and that's how we're going to roll with it. Okay, so those are inputs to the main line. Those are connections to the main line. Very, very simple, straightforward system. And there you go. All connected up. So 1, 2, the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and some biters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the iron coming in from the north. It goes down here and mines out. This is our new circuit, Silicon Shores, that's connecting to the base. It really doesn't connect anywhere yet. The stone mining comes from actually over here, which we need to finish up. We'll add that one in later. It's a ways away. And this is where the stone drops off. This is the old deadline for the coal, but that might be reclaimed later. This one up here has 0 signaling on it. It will not need any signaling on it for what it's doing unless it evolves into something later. So we got all those, and they need to be signaled. So the rule, as I understand it, is if you look at the name of chain signals, it tells you which comes first, the signal or the chain signal. In the name chain signal, you have chain first, then signal second. So incoming, and now this is all following on the route that on the side. See, this is hi tech. Let me get back there. Worker speed. That's the wrong kind. We need something that bullet damage. That's fine. That'll work. So as it comes in to a junction, that's a little close. Let's put him one back from the closest. We put in that signal, that chain signal. That chain signal will signal information to them as they go. And this is also coming in from this side. And coming in from this side, we can't put in a signal. Why can I not put in a chain signal there? That's a little confusing me. But anyways, on this side as they're coming in, there will be a chain signal here as well. And if they are coming into this junction, there will be a chain signal there. Good. I think that does the job. Now we need signals coming out of the junction. So this one comes in and then out with a signal, out here with a signal. That's a little odd. That's what I want it to do anyways. This comes in here, and we should break that up. Comes in and break that up. Good. So as the train comes in, it has, let me grab the signal again so that it shows. these are separate blocks. These color blockings allow the trains to move differently. So if he's coming this way, we can have a signal coming in, not a signal, a chain signal, I should say, coming in here. And also if he's coming this way on the track, he's going to have, you know what, that's going to be chain, and that's going to be chain. So both of these middle ones are going to be chain signals. And this as well. So they can only enter these blocks if I've got this right, they're only entering these blocks if the signals are allowing them to fully clear the blocks. So this is coming out of the signal because it's on the right. This train coming out is going to have to clear. You know what? I think maybe further down. Let's go there, and a chain signal there. Back them up just a touch. So a chain signal here, and a regular signal here. These are the ins and the outs. This is the in, and this is the out. So coming in to the route there, and coming out. That's coming from this side out there. All right. Now I think the signals will look ahead and say, is there any way through? And I think this will actually work. So let's see if we hop in a train, if it's going to do what show me what I want it to show me. So there's blues, there's reds, there's lots. Blue says there's two ways he can go. He can go out this way or out this way on this junction. The reason it's blue is because he can't safely go past here because it's counting the rest of everything else on that track as a block. And there's other trains on that track. So that's right. That's what he's supposed to do. I don't know if these are... This is not redundant. I don't think these middle ones are redundant. They might be. Are they? Let's see if that changes the rules if I do this. Because then that'll make this one single block, right? So you can go through here, you can come through here. The only way out is this one on both of them. Okay, that's fine. That's right. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Just simple chain in, signal out. And let's see if that will fix our tracks. Chain in and signal out. Right? And here it's going to be signal out. Here it's going to be signal out. Wait a second. If the train's coming this way, that's the signal. And then there is that one and that one for this route. Now, there's no signals coming this way, does he? Yeah, he does. That one and that one. Good. Okay. So we want to do the same thing over here, except for chains on the other side. And that tells them that you coming in here, look at this chain signal to decide. This chain signal says the next decision is made by that one or that one. If this is blue, either one of these routes is safe. This is blue. Sorry, if this is blue, one of these two route exits is safe. At least one of the exits ahead that it's signaling is safe, which is this one, because there is no train up there because the iron train is currently parked down there. This route, however, is still closed. So same sort of pattern, we'll repeat that along this. So signal in, or chain in, signal out, and I should, there you go, that works. This is the out, this is an out, and these are ins, missed, swing and a miss, and there, and there. Now, this might be a little confusing. I think we switched this guy to a chain signal. We do both of these as chain signals, right there and there, because they need to be able to get through both of these intersections. So it's chain in and chain in, regular signals out here and here. That's tight. So we're going to have to do the same thing. So this is a signal out, and this is a signal out. I think we did that right. The in and the in here. Because the problem is these sections are not big enough to house a train. We can't have a train sitting in that section. So it's got to count not as the same block, but follow the same blocking rules. We can do the train braking force, that actually allows them to just simply start and stop better. Same sort of signal there. You're fine, and you are both chains. Okay, that's red because, why? Because both of these are red. There's a train there and there's a train over there. These ones are blue because you can go through this chain, then through that, and then down to one of those. Good. Got it. So if a train comes through here and is not allowed to pass here, I think this will work. I think this might work. We could also make a siding so trains can actually go out and around those. That would work. Where's my car? Let's go grab my car. Whoa, we're way over time. That's all right. I'm going to finish this, guys. Man, I am super fast runner. Look at me. Dude needs some cardio. There's my car. It's way up there. I think this system's going to work. I'm 83% confident this is going to work now. All them flashy, all them little lights are a little daunting, but I think we got it. I think we got a system that's going to work. Some of you are sitting there like, I'm not sure if you're sitting there like, man, he finally figured it out, or if you're sitting there like, not again, Drake. All right, that's an out this way. This is, you know what, I need a chain. Please, there. That's going to be an in. That's going to be coming in. And hi, thank you for the braking speed awesomeness. That's going to be in. Again, we're going to have to do that sort of a dealio. And then the out is going to be also up here. Okay. In, splitting, chaining, out. Okay. Chain signals. This one's going into that, and this is going into that. We're going to have no signal there. We want a regular signal there and down here, and then one more fix up on the far left here, and we should have functional trains. So the rule of chain signals in, regular signal out on any intersection is what I'm trying to follow here, and hopefully that will produce what we want. I'm glad that I can control the trains. Ow. Glad that I can control my car. Glad that I can control trains from a distance. This is a long way to drive our little car. Park on the siding there. And the train yard's near my house. Yeah, it's scary to drive to cabs into that. This is going to be a signal in. And that might not give him enough room. That's interesting. I think I got to move that whole station. Probably do, because he's going to sit with his butt out the line, and he's going to block everything. It'll all be terrible. Signal there, that is an out signal, and this is an outward signal, and this is an outward signal. Good. This whole thing needs to move, though. You got to move the whole darn thing downwards. And we'll fix that at the start of the next episode, but I think this should let things go. So let's go ahead and bring up our trains. That is the Petro train. You may now go to automatic. I want you to go to the next station, please. No, go to the next station, please. Close that off. Where's that train? Chugga chugga whoo whoo. And he clears nicely into his parking orbit. Excellent. He's going to be like, oh, I'm full. Oh no, he's going to empty, right? He's going to fully empty out. I think his orders might be set wrong. His pickup is not till full inventory full ore. Let's give him an ore statement. Because the drop can be inventory empty, but the pickup should be an end or time passed of, say, 2 minutes. That'd be good. There we go. So, full inventory or as time passes 2 minutes. Now, if his inventory is not full, there is a problem up there I need to tend to. But, next train. The crude train is still running in automatic mode. Drop off and pick up. Oh, hey, new tech. Personal laser defense, does that count? Can I not place laser turrets and still have that one? I don't know. Combat robots, flamethrower damage. I like the sound of that. Okay, next train is this baby. This is our coal pickup and drop off. So at coal pickup, it's going to full inventory. Coal drop off, empty inventory. Same sort of issue if it runs out though. Nope, I want that off. I want this also off. And how's that working for you, buddy? Oh, he's got to empty out entirely. So let's send him to his next location. You can go to the coal pickup. You should be able to handle everything. You've got a clear line there. You're clear there. Now nobody can enter this because he's going through it. Good, and you should make it past this thing just fine. You've got a green light and a green light. Love it. That train is damaged, which is probably slowing him down. But there we go. We've got the trains functional again. Let me know what you think, if this is actually did actually help. We got the petrol, we got the crude, and we got I need the iron train going again. You can head off to iron pickup, please. Looks like you'll be doing just fine. Yep, he's all good and dandy. So trains are working. Now, we may still find bottlenecks if they happen to cross at the same time. So I'll have to watch that and solve the problems when that comes. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. A little longer of an episode. I have a bit of cleanup and fix-up to do here. We definitely want to dump this track properly down to the bottom so that it gets out of the way. That was an oops on my part, but we will fix it up. We'll put the station back down and get that all sorted out for next episode. Right at the beginning of next episode, we'll do this. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and please let me know if there's anything that I messed up with in the tracks, and let me know if there's like suggestions you have, or if you like the setup, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments, because you guys, most of you know more about how to do this stuff effectively than I do. So, and unfortunately, I haven't had enough time to learn it, but learning now, finally, starting to learn some things. It's a slow process for a Drake, but anyways, we'll get it all sorted. I think it's all working now. I'm excited to see this running, which will have the same route, and then we can get back to doing our vitally important priorities of setting up the electric furnaces to set up the southern process down there. So very excited. Thank you all for joining me, and as always, I'll see you in the game.